breaks for another person at the bottom of the page, please let the next person that's going to read that name, such as the first one. Peg and Paul have one at the bottom of page 1. Does that make sense? Nope. So I'm signing people up. Max, would you do starting with the Clemens on page 2, bottom of page 1, and then page 2?
I'll go up
Not
there.
yet.
I'll go up there.
Rick, if you would take starting with the Judas family. Mary, do you want to read the page? Yes, if you would start with the Diana Centuria. Okay. At the bottom of whatever page that is.
Okay.
You've got a whole page to read.
Okay.
All the same.
That's okay, I have practice.
Okay. Mary Lou, would you like to read the page? So start with Hillary. Go to
How did you have your,
Maybe, I have it ready, yep. And then Nancy, you would do from Cindy to Cindy to the end.
oh, yeah, okay.
Cindy Young.
This is,
Okay, in the back of the booklet, on the next to the last page, you will see, on the back of the booklet, on the next to the last page, you will see the words to Memories by Maroon 5. And I'm going to play this for you because it's really a wonderful song. It was taped during the pandemic, so it's done all online with children singing.
that's perfect.
Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not, 'cause the dreams bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Close to the ones here today, close to the ones that we lost on the way, 'cause the dreams bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back you. There's a time
Let us pray. May the memories embedded in these names of the people and the companions whom we have loved come back in our saying of them. May our love surround them. May our peace be found within them. And may our hope be surrounded by the sounds of children singing. Amen.
Jeff Achilles, in memory of Jean Achilles. In memory of Donald Achilles. In memory of Edith Davis. In memory of Harley Davis. Jean Anderson, in memory of Ray Anderson. Cara Dean, in honor of Jean Anderson. Jean Anderson and Cara Dean, in memory of Cody Dean, pet. Juliet Abots and Nancy Lou Saidi, in memory of Nancy Bungus. In memory of Louise and George M. Gottfried. In memory of Jane and David Briggs. In memory of Georgia and Fred Wilson. In memory of Ken and Priscilla Solberg. In memory of Agnes and Howard Hebblethwaite. Julia Abots and Nancy Lou Saidi, in memory of Ellen Hebblethwaite. Julia Abots and Nancy Lou Saidi, in honor of Jean Anderson. Mary Jameson Barnes, in memory of Dennis Jameson. In memory of Harry Jameson. In memory of Barbara Jameson. In memory of Mary Donaldson. In memory of Hazel Bradley. And in memory of Sandra Goss. Barbara Bean, in memory of Kenneth, Deborah, and Joshua Bean. In memory of Locke and Lucy Goss. In memory of Venon and Mary Bean. Dwayne Blair, in memory of Herbert Blair. In memory of Norman Blair. In memory of Bernice Blair. Larry Briggs, in memory of Louise and George M. Gottfried. In memory of Nancy Bungus. In memory of Jane and David Briggs. In memory of Georgia and Ted Wilson. In memory of Priscilla and Ken Solberg. Larry Briggs, in honor of all first responders across the country. Robert and Sharon Brown, in memory of Edmund Brown. In memory of Becky Brown. In memory of Jean Berwick. And in memory of Perry Justine Moody. Susan Chandler, in memory of Reverend Paul L. Chandler. In memory of Ingrid and Louis Scholes. In memory of William Scholes.
Hagen Hall Clement, in memory of Thomas and Robert Ferris. In memory of David and Lucy Clement. In memory of Deborah Dunkel Clement. In memory of Paul Payet-Navesh. In memory of David O'Keefe. In memory of Michael Babek. In memory of Homer Fitz. In memory of Walter H. King. In memory of Emily Edward Robert King. In memory of Francis W. Clements. In memory of Grace Edna Bradford Clements. In memory of Robert Adams. In memory of pets, Dinah, Twopence, Itchy Sam, Susie, Suki, Peter and Ron Craig. are lighting the stars in ceremony of all the soldiers that have gifted the ultimate sacrifice you will not be forgotten. Mary Daly in memory of Eloise Miller, in memory of Lois Miller, in memory of Rosemary Miller. The Dixie family, in memory of Helen Hartley Smith, in memory of Charles A. Lyra, in memory of Edwin Smith, in memory of Charles W. Deasy Jr., in honor of the pets Bentley and Duchess, in memory of the pets Rowdy, Haley, Max and Roger, Sonia Dunbar, in memory of Bruce Baker, in memory of Eileen Yang Dunbar, in memory of Wayne Dunbar, in Hertha Corey, in memory of Zoltan Borai, in memory of Helen Gilmore, in memory of Horace Gilmore. Sharon Hoover family, in memory of Bob Hoover, husband, father, and grandfather, in memory of Elizabeth and Charles Brewer, parents, in memory of Crystal and Homer Ward, parents, Bob and Patty Gardner, in honor of our children and grandchildren, in memory of our parents, Harold and Mary Gardner, Walter and Ray Hazelton, in memory of Walter, Butch, and Howard Skip Hazelton, in memory of Paul Palomero, in memory of all the family and friends who passed away in the last year, Joanna Branson and Jock Gill in memory of James Gill, in memory of C.C. Brenton, in memory of Crane Brenton, in memory of Nick Gill, in memory of Milo Pett, Anne Goss, in memory of Leona Roberts, in memory of Albert Goss, in memory of Herman Williams, in memory of Raymond Roberts, in memory of Maurice Chandler, in memory of Ruth Chandler, in memory of Gertrude Chandler, in memory of Paul Chandler, in memory of Christina Taylor, in memory of Dark Dowd Pearson.
Now I'd like to sing, if you would, open your hymnals to number 120. Let's sing the first verse of Voyage to War.
Okay? The Judas family, in memory of Mary Ann Keene, in memory of James and Robert Keene, in memory of Dale and Clara Judas, in memory of Marjorie Shane, Sharon Jones, in memory of my husband, Donald S. Jones, Colonel, retired, for all my pets who have given me love. Len and Mary Lawson, in memory of Pauline and Eldon Lawson, in memory of Joan Morford, Len's mom, in memory of Bob Fuhrer, in memory of George Kempton. Mackenzie family, in memory of Colin Anson Fleming Mackenzie, in memory of Marshall and Polly Land, in memory of Olive Cheney, in memory of Frida Pett, in memory of Alice Pett, in memory of Gretel Pett, Bruce and Margaret McLean, in memory of Frank McLean, in memory of Ruth McLean, in memory of Joe Dodd, in memory of Jenny Dodd, in honor of Maisie, the village dog. David and Marilyn Magnus, in memory of Ruth Schaefer Faust, in memory of George Tobias Faust, in memory of Grace Magnus, in memory of Frederick Bertram Magnus, Jan Eastman, Samantha and John Marshall, in memory of Edmund Brown, in memory of John's parents, Henry and Elizabeth Marshall, in memory of Jan's parents, Howard and Phyllis Eastman, in memory of John's grandparents, Herbert and Marion Bates, in memory of John's grandparents, Leland and Harriet Marshall, in memory of Jan's grandparents, Marjorie and Duncan Edgerton, in memory of Jan's grandparents, Bill and Alice Banks, in memory of Jan's grandfather, Howard Eastman Sr., in memory of Stan and Joan Blankenship, in memory of Ray Anderson.
In memory of Jan Eastman, is that one of them? Jan Eastman, Samantha, and John Marshall, in memory of Frank Randall, in memory of George Farnsworth, in honor of Jean Anderson, in memory of Bob Fuhrer, in memory of Becky Brown, in memory of our pets, Tag, Jen, Barley, Latte, and Chessie, Samantha, Marshall, Philip Hurst, Duncan Hurst, and Mars, in memory of Bob Fuhrer, in memory of Elizabeth and Henry Marshall, in memory of Phyllis and Howard Eastman, in memory of Edna and Otis Hurst, in memory of Betty and Melvin Goldberg. Patrice McDonough, in memory of Florence and Alan Smith, in memory of Craig Harmon, in memory of Olive Cheney, in honor of Sharon Fuhrer. Frank Miller and Patrice McDonough in the memory of Bob Fuhrer. Frank Miller in memory of Lois Miller, in memory of Rochelle Miller, in memory of Eloise and Richard Miller. Don and Deanne Moore, in memory of Francis Moore and Earlene Moore, in memory of Kenneth Moore, in memory of David and Nellie Choate, in memory of Richard Lauer, Lisa and Donald Jr. Moore, in memory of H. Alvin and Mildred Gross, in memory of Harold and Nadine Whitney, in memory of Mildred Whitney, in memory of C. Francis and Earlene Moore, in memory of David and Nellie Choate. Ross and Marcia Page, in memory of Annie Page, in memory of Ralph Page, in memory of Helen Shepard, in memory of Everett Shepard, in memory of Robert Shepard, in memory of Burns Page. Jonathan Potter, in memory of his Maine Coon cat, Toby. Kathy
John.
Quimby Johnson and Greg Johnson in honor of Lorna Quimby, in memory of Dick Quimby, in memory of Ben and Helen Field, in memory of Moody and Daphne Quimby. Edward Schneider, in memory of Herbert and Greniflor Schneider, in memory of Helen Schneider, in memory of Philo and Julia Robinson, in memory of Helen Walter and Helen Severnhouse, Diana and Jerry Centuria, in memory of Al Bernstein.
Okay, now let's open our hymnals and sing first verse of 103. Oh, come, all you faithful.
Diana and Jerry Centuria, in memory of Doris Bernstein, in memory of Eleanor Bailey, in memory of Anna Graham Bailey, in memory of Elizabeth Liz Bailey, in memory of Luther Bill Bailey. Diana and Jerry Centuria, in memory of Forrest Earl Blair, in memory of Mary Catherine Midge Blair, in memory of Jean Boardman, in memory of Becky Brown, in memory of Nancy Bungus, in memory of Ruth Chandler, in memory of Paul Chandler, in memory of Maurice Chandler. Diana and Jerry Centuria, in memory of Olive Cheney, in memory of Joanne Chrisman, in memory of Ron Chrisman, in memory of James Engel, in memory of Lori Fickus, in memory of Bob Fuhrer, in memory of Sandy Goss, in memory of Dottie Hovey, in memory of Dick Hovey. Diana and Jerry Centuria, in memory of Kent Johnston, in memory of Nola Jordan, in memory of Roy R. Jordan, in memory of Pat Kempton, in memory of George Kempton, in memory of Pierrette Kent, in memory of Eloise Miller, in memory of Lois Miller. Diana and Jerry Centuria, in memory of Dick Quimby, in memory of Frank Randall, in memory of Esther Centuria, in memory of Sam Centuria, in memory of Lee David Centuria, in memory of Harvey Centuria, in memory of Harriet Carroll Centuria, in memory of Bobby Showers, in memory of Helen Lar Smith, in memory of Carrie Thresher, and in memory of Catherine Kathy White. Hillary Smith,
2 bulbs in memory of Dr. Clement A. and Barbara E. Smith, in memory of Professor and Mrs. J.P. Dawson, in memory of Frank and Gib Randall, in memory of Philo Robinson, in memory of Jean Berwick, in memory of Greta Groh-Katosi. Hattie and Ellen Thresher, in memory of Carrie Ellen Thresher. 4 bulbs in memory of Tom, Frank, Fred, and John Thresher. 2 bulbs in memory of Hattie's mom and dad, Carrie and Hollis Robtoy. In memory of Ellen Thresher. In memory of Hattie's sister, Ethel Robtoy. In memory of Albert Thresher. In memory of Earl Thresher. Hattie and Ellen Thresher, 2 bulbs in memory of Elmer and Aileen Thresher Ferris. In memory of Michael Bruton. In memory of Eldon Gibson, husband of Lillian Thresher in Oklahoma. In memory of Hattie's sister, Rose Marie Daly. Lucian Thresher, in memory of Jean Thresher Brown. In memory of Louise Thresher Hooker. In memory of Dolores Farron. Nancy and Brad Toney, in memory of Vivian Toney. In memory of Lloyd Toney, in memory of Jim Glasser. In memory of Dottie Glasser, in memory of Jack Anderson. Nancy and Brad Toney, in memory of Laura Krause. In memory of Olive Cheney. In memory of Jerry Remy. In memory of Eloise Miller. In memory of Helen Smith. In memory of Bob Shearer. Anita and Harry Mann, in memory of Harold J. Birch Sr. 2 bulbs in memory of Warren and Mildred Farrington. 2 bulbs in memory of Marcia and Steve White. In memory of Geraldine Livingston. In memory of Jan Livingston. 2 bulbs in memory of Bob and Jean Reynolds. Anita and Harry Van, in memory of Trevor Jablonski. In memory of Lucille and Skeel Livingston. 2 bulbs in memory of Lavinia and Richard Van. In memory of Mary Dinkins. In memory of Cindy Mitchell. In memory of Jeff Bradford. Harry Mann, in memory of lost friends, comrades, and brother Marines from Beirut, October 23rd, 1983.
Now could we sing one verse of Come Thou Long Expected Jesus, number 102?
Cindy Wisniewski, in memory of Jean Davis Achilles. Cindy Wisniewski, in memory of Dawn Achilles. Cindy Wisniewski, in memory of Edith and Harley Davis. Bruce Westcott and Ellie Blatchley, in memory of Barbara Blatchley Carpenter. And in memory of Patricia Ranny Westcott. Rick Witt, in memory of Mom, Carolyn Raymer Witt. In memory of Dad, Richard Frederick Witt. In memory of Grandmother, Murtis Raymer Bibby. And in memory of Grandfather, Flavius Francis Bibby. Leslie King, in memory of my father, Donald Klein. In memory of my grandmothers, Betsy Pippin, Ellen Klein. In memory of my grandfather, Henry Pippin. Rick Witt, in memory of my mentor, Owen Freed. Rick Witt and Leslie King in honor of our pets, Oliver the dog, Emmylou the dog, and Larry the horse, Lola the dog, and Louie the dog. Cindy Young in memory of Jim and Mary Jo Quimby, in memory of Richard M. Quimby, in memory of Moody and Daphne Quimby, in memory of Philip and Minnie Kinnerson, in honor of Lorna F. Quimby.
This concludes the reading of the names. I will not publish a finished product until I have heard from all of the people that I normally do. We might have more coming in. So once it is final, Jonathan will print it for us. I will mail out copies to folks who have requested them, and it will also be posted on our website. Thank you all for coming. Have a great afternoon.